Well, you'll probably notice that my hair and beard appearance has changed drastically. And there's a very good reason for that. That's kind of what I want to talk about today, amongst another big exciting thing. So, as of about a week ago or so, I broke through another barrier. And now, since I started on May 26th of this year, I'm now hit a new marker on my weight loss journey. I don't remember if I've said this before or not in the video series. I really just can't remember. But I started at 465 pounds. And as of a few days ago or last week, I really don't remember when I stepped on the scale, I was at 430 pounds. So that's another big milestone for me. Actually, it was 429.8. I broke down past 430. So pretty exciting stuff for me personally. The thing about shaving my head and my beard off, so I want to talk about that for a bit. There's a guy who I really look up to. He's younger than me and he's much smarter than I am. His name is Dan Koe. It's Koe. And you can find him. He's got a great Substack that I recommend. Follow him on Twitter. And he makes really great content on YouTube. And he made a video where he talks about how he does a thing where he goes into what he calls war mode. And there's several YouTubers that talk about this sort of thing. It's basically where you forego every single thing in your life except for the mission that you're on. And sort of a visual reinforcement of that to yourself is shaving your head. You do something, which for him is shaving his head, that signifies like, okay, I've crossed a threshold now and I'm in a different era now. And I took that advice. I tried that myself. So for the first time since COVID, I shaved my beard off. And for the first time in probably 10 years, I really cannot remember, I shaved my head all the way. So you can see it's growing back a little bit because it's been, I don't know, a week or so. Like I said, I don't exactly remember what day it was. But the point is, with this video, you really have to, like I was talking about in my last video, you have to hate yourself enough. You have to hate where you're at. You have to hate what your life looks like. You have to hate what you have done enough so that you can't stand it any longer. And then from there, you throw away your old habits and you adopt your new habits and your new lifestyle. And I shaved my head because, in full transparency, it took a lot longer to get from 435 pounds down to 430 pounds than it really should have. And that's because I lost some focus, if I'm being honest with you. Which I said at the beginning of this video series that I would share the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm doing that now. So, if I'm being totally transparent, I was slacking off on my diet. I was allowing entropy to sneak in, and ultimately the price that I paid for that was that I lost some progress, and I went backwards on the mission that I'm trying to be on. And so it took a lot longer than it should have. I'm currently losing at a rate of about 1.9 pounds per week. I was around 2 pounds per week, but that's slowed down because I took too long on getting down from 435 to 430. But shaving my head, shaving my beard off is it's sort of sort of a reinforcement of what it's all about, what I'm trying to do here, as far as the mission that I'm on. Making health my number one priority, making fat loss my number one priority. And let me tell you, it's super effective because every time that I'm in front of a mirror now, I see I see myself, and I look so different than I was before, and that's a reminder to me when I see myself like this. It's that reminder of, you know, things are different now. I'm living a different life now. So I think I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna shave it off again. I think I'm gonna stay kind of in this shaven off state for a while longer. I think I'm gonna have to grow my beard back out because Sierra, that's my very serious girlfriend and probably gonna be my wife next year. We've been talking about that. Yeah, she's really, it's bothersome to her, the beard part, and I can live with letting that grow out and just shaving my head as a visual reminder. But you know, before this video gets incredibly long, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you know what you should be doing, but you're having a hard time with that, then you can borrow from Dan Koh's technique, where you do something that changes your physical appearance very drastically, so that you're kind of setting the tone. You know, makes sense. You're sort of telling yourself through a visual reminder, this is what's up. This is what we're doing now. And for me, it's like I said, it's been super effective, you know. I did kind of also real quick want to expand on what I had said last week in regards to, or the last time I uploaded, in regards to this this like healthy way, or I guess, I mean, that's, I don't know how else to describe it, but this like positive way, I guess you could say, this positive way of self-loathing. So, you know, I don't recommend that you treat yourself with any hatred or disrespect. And we're getting into kind of a gray area, because there's going to be a lot of people, especially in today's society, who are going to tell you that, oh, you should always love yourself and you should always forgive yourself, and you know, you're doing the best you can and that's all you can do, and so you really need to take that into account. And I think that as long as we're going to have that one side of the argument represented, then we should balance that with an equally kind of extreme end of the spectrum, but on the other side, as far as like, I'm out here preaching that, you know, hating myself has been the number one thing that has saved me. You know, as far as being, and I don't know that I should even use the term hating myself, because I don't hate myself. I actually love myself very much, and that's why I'm trying to do this, because I want to give myself a better life, you know, or not trying to do this. That's why I'm doing this. As far as losing the weight and all, I'm giving myself a better life, you know. Every rep, every calorie burned, every step taken, that's all being done towards the betterment of my life, and that's something I do for myself. But what I'm talking about as far as the whole self-loathing thing, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I don't want anybody to hear that and then think that that's an excuse to continue with treating yourself in a very negative fashion, because the whole point is that it's supposed to motivate you to start treating yourself much better than you have been, you know. The idea is that you hate your past actions and not so much yourself for making those decisions. Although you do have to really be very strict with yourself when it comes to changing your behavior. So anyway, I know I'm going to probably catch a lot of flack and a lot of negative feedback for this, but the people that understand what it is that I'm saying will get a lot out of this, and I know that I'll resonate with the right person who's watching this, and that's why I'm doing this. You know, as I've mentioned throughout the series, I hope that people can get something out of this, more than just me getting a new life out of this. So anyway, that's about it for today, and thank you for tuning in, and I will upload again here next time. Thanks so much. You have a blessed day. I'm cheering for you.